What's going on? This is David Whitney with Alphahawkfitness. All right, right now, I want to share with you guys what I think is the easiest way. Frank's getting in. Frank wants to get on camera. All right, Frank, what do you want to do? You want to be a YouTube sensation? All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. What I want to do right now is share with you guys what I think is the easiest way to lose weight if you don't want to count calories. Now, I don't do this diet because I do count calories, and I think counting calories is actually the easiest way to lose weight because you figure out how many calories you can eat in a day, and then at the end of the day, you see how many you got left, and you can actually eat some things that you want that wouldn't be on a so-called diet. So it's really like not even being on a diet. You're just counting your calories, making sure you get the protein that you need, and then at the end of the day, you can fit in the things you want. But this video is not about that. I'm going to make a video about that later, but I know more people out there don't want to count calories. So I'm making this video for them. Now, all right, you got a million diets out there. You could call them fad diets or gimmick diets, or you could just call them good diets because a lot of people love them. But all these diets have one thing in common. Now, these diets all have something drastic involved, like you got to live like a caveman, or no eating for 16 hours, or no eating any carbs at all. They all have something drastic like that. But let me tell you something. It's not the crazy gimmicky thing, the big drastic thing that makes you lose weight, regardless of what they're telling you. At the end of the day, there's one thing that all these diets have in common, and that's the reason that you can lose weight on these diets. And that thing is, they put you in an energy deficit, a caloric deficit. At the end of the day, you end up eating less calories than your body spends, than your body uses, than your body burns. And that's why you lose weight, regardless of what anybody's telling you. All those diets, if they work, is because they're putting you in an energy deficit. Now, I'm going to give you a diet that doesn't have any gimmicks, any crazy strings attached. It's almost not even like a diet. It's almost more just like a lifestyle, a way of eating. But at the end of the day, it puts you in a caloric deficit, so it is basically a diet. Now, this thing is called clean eating. I'm sure a lot of you people have heard of it before. It sounds simple if you haven't. Clean eating. It's basically just a way of eating, right? It's not even sounding like a diet. What it is and the way it works is this. You eat certain foods which are called clean foods. And the thing about these foods is that they're nutrient dense. And they have a lot of fiber. These are filling foods, satiating foods. So what ends up happening is you end up getting full before you get fat. You end up getting full and you want to stop eating before you're able to overeat on these foods. Now you might say, well, wait a minute, you're not even doing this diet. How do you know it works? Well, I have done this diet in the past, and it works like a charm. The only thing is, there's a lot of foods you have to avoid. I like junk food. You know, I like to get a little of it. I mean, actually, I would like to get a lot of it. But when I'm counting calories, I know I can only get a little. But when you're on this diet, you're not counting calories. So you gotta just stay away from those type of foods because junk food is not satiating at all. This food is like it gives you like reward signals. Like you want to eat more of it. You want to keep eating this food. Your body wants more of it, the sugar and the stuff like that. So I stay away from this diet for now, but it worked for me. But at the end of the day, eventually I end up breaking the diet because I end up going for junk food, and then what happens is I like the junk food so much I won't go back to the diet and I end up falling away from it. So this works if you could just stay away from junk food for 6 days a week. And on the 7th day, you get to pick a day. That's a cheat day and you can have anything you want. All right, so enough of the prelude. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, the bread and butter of this thing here. What it's all about, the foods. Okay, the foods that you could eat, meats. The best thing is like chicken breast. All right, now these foods are also called bro foods. These are classic bodybuilder foods. And these are classic bodybuilder foods for a reason. They actually work, They help you build muscle. They help fill you up. They help you lose fat. So what we're talking about here is meats. Chicken breast is probably the best. It's so lean. It's very lean. Fish is even more lean. So that's even a little better, but I find it a little less filling. So stuff like tilapia. Now, I'm going to say that you should stay away from salmon. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. Salmon, isn't that a clean food? That's real healthy. It's bright pink or orange. That's got to be healthy for you, right? Here's the problem. It's calorically dense. So what that means is you can eat more of it. This whole thing, or the whole point of these foods, is not just that they're healthy foods, it's that they're filling foods. Salmon is calorically dense, so it's very easy to overeat with salmon. But I'll tell you, chicken breast, other types of fish like tilapia, stay away from dark meat chicken. That's calorically dense. It's not lean at all. Stay away from pork. Beef is good. You know, steaks like sirloin are very lean. I would stay away from things like ribeye. I love ribeye though, so I do flexible dieting so I can fit it in. But on this diet, you're not counting calories, but calories still count. So you're gonna wanna stay away from fatty meats. So you're gonna go for lean steaks, ground beef that's lean, like the 90-10. Ground turkey, definitely, that's great. You want to stay away from nuts. Now, here's another one. You're like, well, I thought nuts are very healthy. Nuts contain a lot of calories. They're calorically dense. It's very easy to overeat with nuts. And plus, if you get some salty ones, they taste good. It's very easy to overeat. And it only takes a couple hundred calories a day to negate all your gains. So, stay away from nuts. Stay away from avocados. Now I know this is another one. I thought avocados are healthy. Calorically dense. Do I gotta explain it again? All right, but chicken breast, ground turkey, lean beef. Now as far as carbs go, brown rice, sweet potatoes, whole grain breads. Those are all great. Fruits and veggies are great. They're packed with fiber. Fruits got fructose in them. That's sugar, but they're packed with fiber. So you'll be able to eat a lot and get full. And then if you were to count the calories in them, you see that it's not a lot of calories. Also Greek yogurt. And then like I said, you do this for 6 days a week, you'll be in such a caloric deficit that you'll have a couple thousand calories to overeat with on your cheat day. So all it will really do is speed up your metabolism and help you with leptin levels, and it'll help you lose more weight in the next week. All right, so like I said, this really is the easiest way, without any gimmicks, without any crazy diets, is just eating clean. Is the easiest way to lose weight. And what's great about this diet is you feel full. See, the hardest part about most diets is if you have to eat these little small portions, it's like you're mustering up all this willpower, and it sucks because you're always fighting, you're always trying to use your strength, your willpower to not give in and just to go eat. Us as humans, we like to be full, we like to feel full. Well, these foods will help you feel full. All right, so like I said, this is the easiest way to lose weight without counting calories. I'm going to make another video about counting calories and the type of dieting I do, which is also not really a diet. It's called flexible dieting, or IIFYM, if it fits your macros. It's really not a diet. It's just a way to count your calories and get to eat whatever you want, really, just as long as you're getting the protein that you need and your carbs and your fats. But to me, carbs and fats aren't as important. They really hit the levels. It's about hitting your protein numbers, and then after that, just making sure you're in a caloric deficit if you're trying to lose weight, and a small caloric surplus if you're trying to gain muscle. Okay, I hope this has been informative for you. If you got any questions, or if you have any experience with clean eating, comment below. Even if you disagree, maybe you could enlighten me on something with your experience, because everybody's different. But this is just what I find to be the most helpful for people in general. And I'll link my email in the description box if you want to contact me directly. Until next time.